So now more than ever, I think you really have to pick your spot when it comes to realty. When I look at what it would cost us right now to build a triplex, and that cost would be in and around $1 million. And that's just hard cost. That's not land acquisition. That's not permitting fees, architecture, any of that fun, wonderful stuff. That is just hard cost construction, approximately $1 million to build a triplex. There's not many places where that could be built and have rents justified to pay it. Your $6,000 in mortgage, so that's before property taxes. So unless you're generating well in excess of $6,000 a month, you really have to think twice about building a triplex or buying a triplex, for that matter, in locations where it doesn't make sense. We had what we thought was a great deal. The municipality had basically zero development charges. We could get the land for a relatively good price, and we could probably start construction tomorrow. But where that municipality was, didn't have the long-term potential. Immediate need right now, absolutely. They're hurting for rental properties. That's why they've got zero development charges. But you look at that and say, okay, does it make sense right now to build? And across the province of Ontario, you're looking at builders thinking that about pretty much everything. Pre-sales are way down. Building permits are way down. And I keep coming back to the MLI Select program. And that kicks in at 5 units or more. So, why is that such a great opportunity right now, today? And honestly, I think investors, if they miss this, they're going to be kicking themselves for years, because in all honesty, if you can get into a product right now that would help with extended amortizations, that would allow you to basically have all of your vertical construction costs covered, because it's 95% loan to cost, and then at the back end, up to 95% loan to value, with decreased debt coverage ratios. They would also offer the removal of additional risk to the investors. The original capital is certainly at risk with any project, but where CMHC has limited recourse on MLI Select if you hit the 50-year, if you hit the 100-point threshold. So, I look at triplexes, and we've got a great plan for a triplex. We had a location in Guelph where we thought this is going to be absolutely perfect. Pretty much adjacent to the vet college at the university there, and could certainly generate excellent rents. But there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces there. So the client that we were working for, just reran the numbers, and I'll say got cold feet. That maybe not fair to them, but they made a business decision that they weren't going to move forward with it. But it was one of the few ones that we'd seen where this was going to, be absolutely positive cash flow for now and for years to come. We shied away from going fourplex, and more municipalities are trying to introduce gentle density with the allowance of up to a fourplex, but they haven't adjusted some of the site plan requirements in terms of additional parking and that sort of stuff for anything above or 4 units and above. So we shied away from that. With CMHC, if it's a conventional as opposed to MLI Select, and you can't get it for less than 5 units, but the CMHC product would allow for up to a fourplex under their normal standard, which is great. And then at 6 units or above, you've got higher municipal taxes. So all of a sudden now you're in a commercial property and you have to pay the commercial rate for property taxes, which in some municipalities are up to 4 times what the residential rates are. So there's that aspect of it as well. But when we look at what's available, I keep coming back, and that's why I keep producing these videos. The opportunity that is before us right now, I don't want people to miss out on. Start looking, thinking bigger, 10plex, 20plex, 50plex. It doesn't fit all the properties, but one of the really interesting things, I was at a real estate meetup a couple nights ago, and one of the really interesting things that was part of the conversation was a condo builder who specialized in building owner-occupied condos, like so doing the production home and selling them off. So they specialized in that sort of thing. But because the market has shifted so much, they're partnering with another company to basically build out purpose-built rental. So they're raising capital to completely change the game over from it was 1,280 units. And so instead of building for eventually selling them, they're doing them 4 different buildings as purpose-built rental. Now, I don't know if they're going through MLI Select. I don't know the particulars on that. I would guess so, but I can't be certain. But right now, with some municipalities saying, you know what, we want additional housing, we're going to start waiving development charges. We're going to start kicking into the accelerator fund. We can put together a plan for you to really upgrade your portfolio from wherever it is right now to having 10, 20, 50, whatever that number is, of rental units in your portfolio almost overnight. So again, think about that. If you want to discuss the MLI Select program further, I'm happy to do that. We have a wide range of lenders that we work with, architects that know what they're designing to help fit that. We work with companies like Building Knowledge for the energy ratings, and I would love to, I haven't yet, but I would love to work more with the Recount Hansen Foundation for some of the accessibility stuff. Just the types of buildings that we're working with right now haven't been really conducive to accessibility option. But when you look at all the pluses that come with doing the MLI Select, I really believe that it's worth paying that premium and worth going through that program, whatever pain points there might still be in that. But they continue to change stuff. CMHC is notorious for that. As soon as they feel like they're overweight on any one particular program, they're going to discontinue it or drastically change it. So if you're thinking about it at all, let's put together the application and get that done as soon as we can, so that you don't miss out on what I think is the best opportunity that's been provided to real estate investors in a while.